Hello everyone, welcome back to DIY Geek YouTube video. In this video I'm going to explain how I clean my AirPods. This is the Apple AirPods Gen 2, which should be the same as Gen 1. I use my AirPods every day for hours and hours because I'm a programmer and I listen to music, I make a lot of calls, and this is if not used, probably abused somewhat. Anyways, I'm gonna reveal how dirty it is. There is pretty nasty. So this is after about probably 2 months not cleaning it. So I did it on purpose to make it as dirty as possible for now, and because I know I'm gonna be making this video, and so I'm gonna explain how I clean it to be really clean. Again, so this is it's gonna be for a before and after. So I'm gonna show a picture of it right there, and I'm gonna show another picture when it's clean. All right, so I'm not using anything special. There's no kit, no cleaning solution that is special to do this. I'm just using 2 paper towels, 2 toothpicks, the one with the pointy ends, 1 toothbrush, and 2 Q-tips. Okay, so this process is going to be pretty basic. So first we are going to wet everything with an alcohol. This is 70% alcohol, or rubbing alcohol, 70% inside the sprayer, and I'm going to be working from the inside out also. Okay, so first step is going to be soaking or making things wet. Now the AirPods are not waterproof, they're splash proof, I think. I mean, I have had an AirPod that was have gone through the full cycle of washing because I left it in my jean pocket and my wife found it, and it survived it. So this is not it. That's my previous generation one, but I'm pretty sure the second generation is just as strong. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is remove the AirPods itself away from the case, and then after that what we want to do is just give it a shake on the alcohol and then give it a spray, but I would spray probably from about 8 inches away. So I'll give it just a good spray like that, and it is wet. And same thing here, I closed that, by the way. I'm gonna give it a good spurt of alcohol. All right, and I'm also going to wet my toothbrush here. Give it a couple of spurt, and I'm gonna bounce it on my paper towel a little bit so that it removes any water immediately, and I'm going to start brushing. So I'm brushing not too hard, just pretty good amount of force, and make sure that your toothbrush is clean. It's kind of pointless to clean something with a dirty brush. All right, so whoops. Just make sure you get into the nooks and crannies, and having a stiff bristle brush really helps. Make sure that you get all inside, especially those places there. There you go. And then I would use a toothpick. Just make sure that I am completely clean there. And you would wipe the toothpick there on the paper towel, and also this area right here where the microphone is. Make sure you go all around it, and again, make sure your toothpick is clean. Try to take out any dirt that is in there, along with here. Take out any dirt that is in there. You would notice that it's kind of coming out. That's a good sign that you are actually cleaning things really well with the toothpick. So clean it again. Make sure nothing is coming out. And you can blow on it once in a while too. There you go. And moving on to the back. Keep track of which toothpick you're using, by the way. I'm using this end right now, and so I'm gonna start switching once I work on different AirPods and different, so that I don't use the same point everywhere. Alright, that's about good right there for this particular AirPod. And we're gonna put it aside, and I'm gonna, because alcohol does evaporate really fast, I'm gonna give it a little bit more spurt on this one. And I'm gonna wipe my my toothbrush and then give it a little bit of alcohol, and then I'm gonna start on this one. Just gonna do the same thing, brushing everywhere. Okay, now the only way that you would ruin your AirPod in this process is if you would put too much liquid. So make sure you're not spraying directly into the speaker, into any of these holes. What you want to do is just to have enough liquid to clean. That's all you're doing. All right. Okay, so that was my end there, and I'm gonna just go ahead and twist it so that I know that one's used. So I'm using a new end now, and I am doing the same thing. I'm taking out gunk, earwax, whatever crap that is in here. There you go, very nice. Next, I don't know, I have some scratches there, it looks like. Probably dropped it or something. And now I'm cleaning this hole right here, taking out whatever dirt and stuff that was there. And now finally the last hole. And some stuff are coming out, so let's go ahead and brush that off. Very nice. Forgot to mention, there's also this hole right here. Make sure that this is all clear. I usually just stick my toothpick in there. I forgot to do it on this one. Go ahead and do that. There you go. Continuing on to the bottom. Okay, it looks like I have something stuck in there. Let's take a look, closer look here, see what is actually there real quick. Looks like I may have to get a tweezer in there. Something is definitely looking like it's stuck in there. Alright, let's set that aside, and we're going to investigate that a little bit more later. Yeah, this looks pretty good, other than probably like that small white thing there. But this one definitely has something in there that looks like it's kind of stuck. Let me move the light a little bit closer. Yeah, this is not looking good. Alright, so we're going to come back and try to fix that one. Alright, so our The case is next, and so we're just gonna set the AirPods aside real quick, and then we're gonna concentrate on this case for now. All right, so I'm gonna shake my alcohol again, and then give it a little bit of spray on the case. Try to get the inside of it too, and these nasty part right here. Just gonna give it a rub, and we are first going to start with the toothbrush. Let's wet the toothbrush. Okay, and then we're gonna go scrubbing. Just scrub everywhere as much as you can on this top part right here, just like brushing your teeth. Okay, wipe your toothbrush on the napkin, spray a little bit more alcohol, and brush some more. Okay, flip it around, get some of the alcohol out there, and let's brush from this side. So you also want to start to get to this nooks and crannies in here, this fold, and then this side too. Okay, and then we're gonna get to the Q-tip part. So what you want to do is you're gonna wet the Q-tip. Just put the nozzle directly on the Q-tip itself. And I want to squeeze the Q-tip a little bit so that it is not too wet, and then I would just stick it down the hole. And swirl it around at the bottom. I've done this many times, and it never, I know there's two contacts down there, and as long as your Q-tip is not too wet, it's not going to short out those contacts. So I'm jumped over to the other side and doing the same thing, so sticking it in there, and it's getting too dirty, so I'm going to switch to the other side. Again, I'll do the same thing, make my Q-tip wet, kind of squeeze out the alcohol a little bit to make it not too wet, and then spin it around in there. Okay, and all right, and then I'm going to use the Q-tip to apply some pressure on these kind of like brown spots, I guess. I think these are dirt that has solidified, kind of like rock solid. They're really hard to remove, but if you apply some pressure on it, you can actually make some improvement. I usually cannot get 100% of it off. Later on, I'm going to show you some tricks that you may want to do, but I don't actually recommend it. I don't do it, but you can actually take a little bit of a razor knife and then try to scrub some of those things off, but I don't. All right, so we're pretty much done here. I'm going to take my paper towel and finally start wiping this. Keep in mind that I still have one more Q-tip that I haven't used, so just gonna wipe everywhere here. And we haven't cleaned the outside yet, but the outside is the easiest part of all this process. Make sure you're not putting pressure on the hinge when you're doing this. You notice that I'm always holding it by the cover instead of by the base of this case, so that I don't put pressure on it. And when I'm working on the base part, you can put as much pressure if you want, because there is no hinge. Okay, and clean this earlobe looking thing part, and just blow it and get it as clean as you can. All right, that's looking pretty good. Okay, if you're not 100% satisfied, like I was saying, what you can do is use I'm just gonna clean the front here while I'm talking. You can use some razor blade and try to scrape off some of those solidified black spots or brown spots. I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. Here I have a razor blade here, and I'm going to try to demonstrate some of this. Alright, so let's just say we picked this spot right here. Okay, and what we're going to do is just take razor blade and then just kind of rub it back and forth. You'll see that that spot will just kind of chip off. I don't usually care or like to do this part, because I feel like every time I do this, I'm chipping off a little bit of the plastic, and I'm pretty sure you are, because I can feel that it's scratching the plastic a little bit. So just do it as careful as you can. That's the reason why I don't like to do this. Maybe if I'm really selling it for one last time, I would go ahead and do that. But since I'm not selling it, I'm just using it for my own purpose. I know it's clean. It's just not as clean as I want it to be 100%. But you can actually scrub off this this black stuff away by scraping it. Okay, and you can give it a little bit of spray there, and then wipe it off. You can see some major difference, hopefully, after the scraping, and you can repeat if you're still not satisfied. All right. Anyway, time to use my other clean Q-tip, and just put it in there, and then we were doing our last dry run to clean up any excess areas of dirty stuff, and make sure you go in there and clean that part up right there and blow. There you go. And we're switching to this side. Clean that part right there and blow on it. All right, we're looking pretty good. Okay, there you go. And we are going to switch over to our next step, which is drying up the front and wiping out the Airpods. And at this time, I'm also going to clean my toothbrush. So to clean your toothbrush, I usually would spray it, make it drip really bad. Well, really soak it basically on top of the trash can. So I'm going to do that off camera. Just give it a good spray, soak. And then after that, I'm going to take my already wet towel and just kind of wipe it. So I'm kind of clean the bristle for next time. Make sure that it's perfectly clean. Okay. And it's dry too. We need it to be dry on this step. Okay. So we're gonna give our AirPod one last brushing to remove any dust and things like that. And hopefully this process here can also relieve some of those things at the bottom of my, yeah, this is the one at the bottom of my AirPods here. This one is really not doing well. Look like I've gotten some hair in there. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see how clean it is now after some quick brushing. I think it's pretty clean. Okay, and so this one is clean and ready to go. Switching to the next one. Sorry, I'm gonna not zoom it too close. Okay, the microphone is really one of the hardest one. This one also has some hairs in there. So once I brush it with this, I'm able to get the hair kind of pointing upwards, where I can just remove it with my hand. Okay, so the bottom microphone part, when it's clean, you should see white like that. Okay, so when it's not clean, you won't see white like that, and that's when you need to continue brushing and making sure that you get all the different clog stuff out of there. And I'm gonna use my last toothpick here that is still clean and see if I can get that last piece of hair out of there that is annoying the heck out of me. So this one is almost completely white right there, almost. I still see, like, once in a while on a certain angle I see this piece of hair. Super annoying. Alright, I think that's perfect. We got it. Okay, so the AirPods are looking good. And the AirPod case is pretty clean right now. Like I said, I don't want to scrape away all the plastic from these places here, the one that is giving this black solidified stuff. But overall, it is pretty clean. I know the AirPods themselves are very clean, and you can really see all the dirt when your case is clean. It's everything kind of shows against this white. All right, so this is again the AirPod Generation 2, as clean as I can make it. This is approximately about a year old, and I'm still going to continue using it. The battery is kind of weak. I would say it's probably about an hour talk time only on each one of them, but still have a good amount of life left, probably about another year before I retire them. But yeah, so I appreciate you guys watching. I hope that you find this useful. These are the common household tools that I use, and I repeat this quite often whenever it gets really dirty, and it's very well worth it. Definitely take a look at the before and after picture. It's pretty satisfying. Thank you for watching. I hope you find this video useful. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more do-it-yourself guides. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel to see more do-it-yourself video like these and support my channel. Thank you.